Are you getting bored of Showdown? Do you crave adventure and exploration? Well then look no further than this video. Today we're going to be going outside of the map of Sarsaparilla Springs to see what Rec Room is hiding outside of the walls of its newest RRO. Before we begin, please consider scrolling down and checking to see if you're subscribed. It helps out the channel a lot, and we're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you want to help out with that, I greatly appreciate it. Alright, on with the video. So the original plan was I was going to glitch out of the map using a very bad hitbox bug here with this wall. I'll show a clip of it originally. It was very overpowered. You could get over the barrier very easily. But now you can't. They have patched it, and there is a different hitbox in front of it to block out anyone who's trying to glitch out of the map. But I have a solution. The original plan was we were going to go here. Instead, I turned my direction to this water tower. It has the exact same hitbox as the original glitch that we could get out of the map with. Except the only problem now is there's obstacles in our way. We have to do these really weird hitbox jumps and try to get ourselves up to the water tower. Right here. This is where we got to get up to. This is where it gets complicated and very tricky. In order for us to be able to glitch out of the map, we need to... We need to calm down, first of all. And we need to work our way all the way around to the other side of the water tower. Meaning we gotta do some difficult parkour and probably mess up a couple of times. If you look here, right, there's a couple of things to note. I'm currently on the corner, but if I move forward, this little, like, lip here, the wooden barrier around the water tower has a hitbox, and I can stand on this hitbox in certain places, meaning that it'll put me at a bit of a higher position if I stand on it. And if I'm standing here and I pull this off correctly, I can... Yeah, there you go. I can clamber onto the top of the barrier. I don't know why Rec Room thought it was a great idea to make the hitbox of this clamberable, but it's a thing. They're clamberable. And now that we're up here, we can start doing some exploring. First things to note is this is a great view. I really find that rock over there funny for some reason. I just think it's so dumb looking that there's just a random massive rock on the tip of a mountain.
Hey, God.
One thing to notice is that around the entire map there are collisions. So we can walk around the entire full course of the map all the way around and explore every outside section to our heart's desire. Okay, starting here at the water tower, one thing to note, there is something very weird happening here. There's, for some reason, outside of the map of Sarsaparilla Springs, there are 3 pistols just sitting on a wooden crate. And it baffled me for like a good 5 minutes why there would be weapons outside of the map. And then my builder brain kicked in, and I realized, oh wait, when people respawn, they probably respawn with these weapons. Meaning that when people spawn into the game and they spawn with the gun in their hand, it's probably just respawning this weapon in their hand instead of spawning them with a pre-built weapon made with Unity. Because these are made out of CV2. That's my only explanation for this. If you have any ideas as to why there might be weapons outside of the map, leave them in the comments down below. Moving on though, outside there's a surprising amount of trees that I don't think would be visible otherwise. Like, they're visible through the windows, right? But I don't imagine that it would be such a big, like, deal to not have trees, so I don't know why they put trees, but I mean, I appreciate the extra effort. There's also this goat here that's just kind of, who would see this goat? You know, there's just kind of a goat there, man. I don't know. It's just kind of chilling. Another thing, we can see the train outside of the map right here. So that's pretty interesting. The actual tunnel isn't a tunnel. There's no roof over it. It's just covered up by the trees, which makes sense when you think about it. Why would they waste the extra ink to, you know, cover up the top if you couldn't see the top of the train anyway? All right, moving on. Let's see. Over here, we reach this nice little archway. This looks really nice. For some reason, I have the urge to spawn in a Rec Rally car and just drive up this and go ham on all these rocks. I don't know why, this just looks really fun to drive around. If I move up to this scoreboard, we could see it doesn't have any collision. It's fully decorational, and I just respawned. If you go too far out, you will respawn. So returning back to where we were, there are two goats right here, which I'm pretty sure are visible from within the map, but we just get a closer look at them. You can also see my shadow. Hello, that's me. But yeah, as we've seen, this is actually, I thought this would be made out of tube, but on closer inspection of the board, these are rounded edges of these squares. So that means that these are cubes. Considering that they were making this entirely with the maker pen, this feels like they would make this out of tube, right? Because they would want to save ink, but apparently not. I don't know. Maybe they didn't need as much ink because it's a Rec Room original and they could like mesh stuff into the game, but like I don't know, man. That's pretty interesting. Anyway, moving on. Going over to the tunnel, it's a very long tunnel. I'm not gonna lie, this looks very unnatural. We got the hay bales here. We can walk across, and we can now drop down over here. As the last stop, we will drop down on top of these guns and just pick them up. They are just the regular pistols, but for some reason, when you come out here to this specific spot, you don't respawn. So we could just kind of pick up the weapons if we wanted to. There's 3 of them, right? And oh yeah, that's right, I can't dual wield. I forgot this is a weird mechanic. There's only 3 of them, and if my theory is correct, of these being what spawn in your hand when you spawn into the game, this is a 6-player game. Like, it's a 3v3. So, either I'm incorrect about my guess, and one of you can tell me what this is actually for in the comments, or there's a second set of these somewhere out there for, like, a different team, because maybe this is like for the blue team and there's another one for the red team. I don't know, man. We can kind of travel around the map a little bit, but past a certain point we will respawn again. There's not much. We can climb on the trees. That's pretty interesting. It's just kind of fascinating to me because I'm used to maps that have stuff in the background. They would make them not have collision. They'd make them decorational. They'd make them, you know, just less ink like draining. But I don't know, either they didn't need the ink for Showdown and they had plenty to spare, or I'm just tripping and this entire thing probably doesn't even have an ink limit. There's probably just it's a Rec Room original. Who knows? It could be anything. I believe we can I believe we can't travel very far out this way. Past a certain point, I will respawn. There we go. Okay, wait, maybe I'm dumb. So my original thought right now was that maybe these are the ones that you also spawn with, but that is probably not the case. I'm pretty sure these are still in the map when you play the game, so I don't know, man. I'm stumped. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more, please leave a like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Join the Discord down below in the description, and leave a comment. Please explain to me why those guns are out there. I have no clue. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. See you later.